Hello and welcome to our first ever installment of Fittings and You. So I'm making this new series to help newer pilots fly around in Eve, mainly in Faction Warfare Lowsec space. And I'm going to start with, of course, my favorite and king of the tech one, Frigates at the moment, the good old Tristan. This is currently the best fit for the Tristan. You're making the best use of your lows with the drone damage amps and nano. This will help you a lot, especially if you like to go in on buttons and kite AB fit frigates, and also help you get through a lot of gate camps. You can see I have 122 DPS, and I like to run rainbow drones, which is like 2 of each set. It's pretty common to see hobgoblins and warriors, because, you know, hobgoblins for damage, warriors for speed. Let's see, there's an alternative fitting to the Tristan, and that is the triple newt Tristan. And of course, you can change. You could drop your prop, put a web, drop this, put a scram, whatever. You're gonna have to work your cap a little more efficiently, but these rigs will allow you to do it. Small ingress port, auxiliary current, and another ingress port. Let's see, I think I run, usually hobgoblins and warriors on the brawl, because you're going to need the damage or the speed pretty much, instead of picking your damage application. Alright, moving on. Let's see, go to the Atrons. Got 2 fittings for the Atrons. The most common, in my opinion, is the MWD Scram with blasters and a little bit of buffer. You're getting 150 DPS, an insane amount of speed. I mean, if you catch generally just about anything, unless they are smart and have a web and they can pull range on you in the scram web battle, you're gonna kill a lot of stuff, especially if you're fast about it. Second fitting is the AB scram web, simple small auxiliary armor, like a little bit of damage, some rep power, some fitting space here. This is actually a really good fit. The Atron is fast. I mean, look at that. And it has pretty good signature status. A lot of people run these, especially more mature pilots that really know the game, because frankly a lot of people underestimate what the Atron can do. And you can see here it's 175 DPS, and that's before heat, so it's not bad. So we got the breacher. This is my favorite fit, for the breacher. It's MWD, scram, dual shield tank, bay thrusters, a little bit of more shield, something to help it fit, more fitting stuff. You gotta have low damage, but 120 DPS. This is like the perfect number here. Around 120 DPS is what you need to start breaking through a small auxiliary armor ripper. You'll start bleeding into their structure with right around 120 DPS, so it's perfect for that. The second breacher, it's close. With a little bit of heat, it's there. This one gives you a lot more versatility for people that are scram web kiting. Of course, you have the dual tank, but you're doing armor, tank, and shield, so you have your web. Of course, you need, something to help it fit. We've got some speed here, and I'm pretty sure this one avoiding. This makes your stuff hit a little bit better, so it uses up all your calibration that way, and it's pretty fun. I prefer the MWD because I like to catch stuff and brawl it out like that, but it's a good fit. Incursus. Alright, everybody loves the dual rep Incursus. I don't really fly the Incursus, but this is the prominent fitting for the ship. Occasionally you'll see an overdrive rails with, scram web combo, but this is where the ship shines. I mean, it can soak up the damage and just it will frustrate people beyond all imagining sometimes. It's a really fun ship. Moving on. The Kestrel. This is currently one of my favorite ships. As you can see, it's getting 151 DPS with a 11-kilometer range, so anything that you have in your scram web range, you're gonna apply your damage pretty dang well to. So I prefer to fit mine with an MWD instead of an afterburner. And this is just a lovely little ship that a lot of people underestimate. And you be taking out slicers and fire tails and all kinds of fun things with this ship. Such good. Okay, moving on. The Merlin, ship that is near and dear to my heart. This is the ship that I think I started out in the game killing people with like a medium extender. Roaming around in Null, didn't even know what I was doing, but it's a lot of fun. I've been running a MWD blaster. It's kind of like the Atron, but you get the web, a little less speed, around the same DPS, a lot more buffer. And it's pretty fun. You'd be surprised what you can get. People are like, oh, it's a Merlin, and they just don't see it coming. The second fit for the Merlin is the one that I used to plex in all the time, and it's just a in-your-face AB scram web. You just want to use a lot of heat on your AB, so you make sure you stay in your optimal. You'd be pumping out, I don't know, 175 or 80 DPS with heat. Anything that you get steel, you're just gonna blap down. I suggest using the Caldari Navy faction ammos for your blaster engagements, because it's really easy to litigate void damage. It's not that great unless stuff is setting absolutely still. And of course you have null in case you're engaging something that you know is going to attempt to kite you. Generally, it's kind of a gamble to go to null. I generally always run with the Caldari Navy, but sometimes null will save your bacon. I did alternative fitting for the Tristan just to show you where you can put like an overdrive in the bottom, and this will up your speed considerably. So 1100. I don't have any implants in this character at the moment, but yeah, this will counter the blaster, Merlin straight up. You just set it for the range back and then shoot them, and they can't do nothing. And it's pretty fun. You can counter several of the decies with this. Different things. Good ship. Let's see, I did one for the Rifer. The Rifer is considered kind of junk for the most part. And you can kind of see why. I mean, they improved it. They added some power grid, so now I can fit, a nude up here, and I've still got grid left. I don't know, but whatever. I don't know. I put a mag stab, the largest guns, and we're still doing like, somewhat decent damage, I guess. What's the range? The range is good. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with this, but maybe it's gotten better. I'm going to start testing them more, and I think maybe MWD, smaller guns fit might be good. But for now, I'm going to go with the AB because of the speed and 8 in the Minotaur race. And I'll have to get back to you on this. Don't know much about them Rifters. They're so-so. They used to be king, and now they're just they're so overlooked. Moving on to Tormentor. I got this fit from a friend of mine, actually. I won't give his name up right now, but I don't generally run a Tormentor, but he's had great success in this ship. He's fitting small focused beams, so he has an amazing range. He doesn't have to worry about getting kited, apparently. And I don't really know. Let's see what damage Gleam's doing here. 188.9 DPS with level 4 skills. Holy cow. and pretty much within scram web range. There's no wonder he's having success with this ship. That is over 200 DPS with heat, and holy crap, people are not gonna see that coming. It is going to melt face. It's got good damage resist, innate resistance in the ship hull for rep amount, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Thought they had that, but I guess it's just energy damage. That's freaking amazing, the amount of damage for a Tech 1 frigate. They recently upped the drone bay on these ships, apparently, which I don't know if they upped the amount you can have in space or the amount you can have in here, but it's looking like, let's see, looking right. It's looking like the amount in the drone bay. Yeah, same bandwidth, 2 drones, 2 light drones, but more drones in the bay. So, you know, that's a good change. This ship, I'm gonna start flying this. This is looking nasty. That's a impressive ship. Of course, you're using beams, which is a different kind of thing. You're wanting to keep it range and not orbit because tracking issues. And that concludes our first fittings and use for Tech 1 frigates. I'd like to thank anybody who watched my video, and if you enjoyed this or you want more, please leave a message and subscribe or follow. And please, you know, feel free to leave a like or a comment, because, you know, it's Eve. It's all about communicating and sharing the joy or love or hate, whatever you want. And I guess I'll wrap it up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.